Hi guys and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a conspiracy video theory about pop stars, and I'm going to be doing some Mandela effect. Oh, look awful. Honestly, I watched this tsunami documentary about Japan in 2004 and it's fucked me up, like mentally. And sorry about my eyebrows being a mess, they're just like my life at the moment. The first conspiracy I'm going to talk about is Avril Lavigne dying, which is really weird, and because she's obviously still alive now, well, apparently she's still alive now, but basically between 2002 and now, Avril Lavigne died or got replaced by an actress called Melissa. This is basically because Avril Lavigne was struggling with the fame side of her job and obviously just didn't want it to be in it anymore, like to have the job anymore, because obviously what came with it is all this fame side and all stuff in the press. So basically her record company knew that she was becoming successful and making money and making good music, so they decided to swap her with a girl called Melissa who looks a spit image of Avril Lavigne. Obviously there's some features which are different, as you can tell in red carpets, like Avril Lavigne would wear trousers and pants, whereas Melissa would be like a girly girl and wear dresses, skirts and all that lot. So theorists believe that Melissa actually left clues in some songs in what she's written now. So one of them is such as Slipped Away, in which she sings, "The day you slipped away was the day I found it won't be the same." And there was even shots of Avril Lavigne wearing, like having Melissa wrote on her hands, which is weird. Why would you do that if you knew about the conspiracy? Or you didn't, but still weird. That's not making sense, but who cares? That was cringe and I want to kill myself. So this isn't the first time apparently someone's been cloned in the celebrity industry. Theorists believe that Taylor Swift is actually cloned with the daughter of Satan, which, because Taylor Swift scares me and it wouldn't surprise me if she was. I'll put an image up here of how identical they are. So this girl, this woman who she was apparently cloned with, was called Ziza Neve. I'm not too sure I'm pronouncing her name right, but oh well. She's the daughter of the founder of the Church of Satan, and Taylor and Ziza, not too sure, has a lot of facial similarities and just look the same basically. So the next conspiracy I'm going to talk about is George Bush and Britney Spears. There's a lot of proof, not proof but evidence that this theory's true, which is mind-boggling. So basically when George Bush would do something to mess up, Britney Spears would always be there to hit headlines, so the attention's off George Bush and onto Britney. So I'm going to have some evidence here. I'm just going to read them out because I can't remember. I'm going to read some out because I can't remember. In April 2006, Bush ratings, like George Bush ratings, went down massively, the decrease, to 38%, which is extremely low. The day of that, Britney Spears was seen driving her kid. Well, she was driving and her kid was sat on her lap, which is, why would you do that? Like, it's dangerous. Duh. Yep, so she was hit headlines for that, having a kid sit onto her knee. Not too sure if I'm making sense here. November the 6th, 2006, the day before the mid-term election in which Republicans could potentially lose 33 seats and 435 House seats. Then Britney Spears split up with her boyfriend at the time, Kevin Federline. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, perhaps not. So she hit headlines for that. Then in February 2007, Bush announces the reformation of, I put the word in there because I don't know what it says. The same night, Britney Spears sneaks out of rehab, shaves her head, and attacks a paparazzi van with an umbrella. There are loads of incidents where Bush mess up in the White House and Britney Spears always hit headlines. So maybe Britney Spears is was working for Bush, and that she was basically a cover up, so when whenever he done something wrong, she would hit headlines because she's that famous, and everyone talks about that instead of what's happening in the world. So the next conspiracy I'm going to talk about is the Pussycat Dolls. This one truly messes me up, because if it's true, then what is that industry like? So basically, the Pussycat Dolls were involved in a prostitution ring, as a former Pussycat Doll called Kyan Jones. She was a member of the Pussycat Dolls from 2003 to 2004. Not last month, 2 months ago in October, Kyan Jones tweeted that basically she wasn't in a girl group, she was in a prostitution ring who just happened to sing and dance, which, what? She said that she's tried to come out ages ago about this, but no one seemed bothered about it and everyone just turned it down, but obviously now she's getting attention from it. So obviously something's a bit weird going on, because why would she make that up? However, when the group, like all the rest of the girls, done statements about it, they basically said that it was bullshit and it was never happened. But there's something weird going on, because why would she quit $1 million record deal? And why would she make that up? Like, it's a prostitution ring. She wouldn't. There's just something weird. Like, I couldn't imagine her making it all up. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is Mandela effects, which is, I believe in this, but like, I don't know how it happens. If you don't know what the Mandela effect, obviously you're living under a rock, because it was like so popular in 2016, last year. But there's obviously some new ones come out now, so I'm going to talk about them. So if you don't know what one is, it's basically where a large amount of number shares a false memory of the past events. This is due to parallel universes. Oh, that was a weak one. I'm so disappointed. One of the most recent ones I remember is specifically Houston, we have a problem. Not Houston, we had a problem. Like, that was never a thing. It was always Houston, we have a problem. Not had. But, so the next one is, I remember Boss Baby to be Boss Baby, not the Boss Baby. Well, why does it, I don't understand why it changes. Like, I remember Boss Baby, not the Boss Baby. This was basically the same with Sex in the City. It was always Sex in the City, never Sex and the City. Always Sex in the City, I swear to God it was. And I don't know how it changed, because I remember seeing Sex in the City, and there's like, when you even type into Google Sex in the City, it's like the first one to come up, not Sex and the City. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe.